8% Hard AF Seltzer is now live in over 2,500 locations across the United States. We're now available in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, Idaho, Illinois, Michigan, Montana, Oregon, and Texas. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, enter your city or zip, and find the nearest location closest to you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Keep going.
to the Rocks
There we go.
Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Yeah, JBs.
Yeah.
I've said it all year. America's back.
Yes.
It's going to be the theme for this year. America is back. Every day something happens. That reminds me, hey, maybe you did it this year, Ross. Maybe you did come up with the slogan of the year.
What I really am, not like you.
Oh, I didn't know what song you were going with.
Every reminds me.
Of what I really. You're going Nickelback.
What were you going?
Oh my God,
What were
dude.
you going?
I thought I heard Whole New World in there somewhere. World. Yeah, and then maybe I was the deep parts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but not sure. Not sure. About a week ago on Drinkin Bros podcast, I said, hey guys, a little rumor that Kid Rock was leaving a bar with Lauren Boebert in the back seat around 2:30 a.m. In the back of a cab.
I thought it was so obvious that, like, I was like,
That it's a joke.
That they probably were just getting the same cab and, like, didn't address it. I'm like, there's no way that people, do you know what I mean? In this day and age, are still that brazen or fucked up or not thinking, right?
Or that they're in on the bit, right? So,
Right, they're just
hey,
like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Flirting, what have you.
having a good time there, and then photos and videos started to pop up every day. This one right here.
It's the only one I need to see.
Yep.
I know exactly what that laugh is.
Yeah, sure do. Sure do.
You know what, though? Maybe I'll start fucking, like, drinking and, like, being fun again.
Yeah. Let's do it. Okay?
Stop cold plunging.
Do it. Yeah, I mean, all the things.
Quit fucking cold plunging. That ship has sailed, Kid Rock.
Let's go back to being Kid Rock again.
Yeah.
Let's go back. If you want to walk the talk of being white trash, let's do it with the girl from Burger King in Colorado who's now a congresswoman, who's unstoppable with some fake bolt-ons, 5 kids, right?
A grandchild as well.
Like I say, and he's got a grandchild, Bob. He's got a grandchild now.
There you go.
So
just 2 grandparents banging it
Just
out.
mix it all together in the trailer park.
Switching the cigarettes for vapes, just as white trash,
Yes.
right? If not more.
All of it.
And just like partying and
I
DC.
love it. I love it. Yeah, dude.
He did have a little bit of a some political aspirations, didn't he, at one point in Illinois?
You know, he said,
Michigan, sorry?
Michigan. He's going to run for governor or mayor of Detroit, whatever it was.
He got quite far and into stuff, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, we asked him on the show when he was on the show, and I said, hey, how close were you? And he's like, man, I was just kind of fucking around. I'm not really meant for politics or whatever.
But he was in the
right.
room, and he was talking about things that he wanted to change, and he was very for the people, right?
Yeah.
I liked it.
I mean, it was fine, but that's not who he is. It's not who he is.
It kind of seems like it.
Now, look, because I'm on day, 60 of whatever disease this is, and I'm not getting better. I think I told you when I got up this morning, you're like, how you feeling? I was like, 50% better. Stand up, and I'm like Wendy Williams with a Statue of Liberty costume on.
They call it the Texas two-step.
Great.
Where you think you're good, and then you get hit with another.
Just constantly sweating here, which is great.
And I think I'm down to about 115, which is my dream weight. So that's pretty fun. And yeah, but as this has all been going on, I feel like I can just say whatever I want because I don't know if I'm going to live tomorrow. I know that I checked the bank account this morning and I saw that the life insurance policy had gone through, so we're fine. And now I feel like I can just say whatever I want. So last time he was supposed to be on the show on Drinkin Bros, he declined. It was in person, and he said, "Hey, man, not really feeling myself here today, you know?"
Was that the golf tournament?
He sure was. You were there.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Right.
"You're not going to get Kid Rock today. You're going to get Bob. You're going to get Bob. And Bob is just a man.
Nobody wants Bob.
Nobody wants Bob."
No.
That's what he said. Nobody wants Bob.
Okay.
And I said, "You know what? That's fine." And I go, "Hey, we hung out for, a good 6 or 7 hours last time. And I felt like, there was a decent friendship beyond just an acquaintance at that point." And I go, "How are you doing personally?" I go, "Forget about the interview.
Sure.
How are you doing personally?"
Right, Bob.
"Yeah. Bob, how are you?" Yeah. Bob Ritchie. And he goes, kind of depressed. My son, my only son, is getting married. And that's it. That's my best friend. And I don't know what I'm going to do anymore, And I was like, well, you have an endless catalog of hits. Same way I talk on this show as I would talk to him in real life. And I go, "You have an endless catalog of hits." I go, "I just saw you before. I forget what event we were at. And it was an hour. It was a clean hour. And it was another gig where, 80 other artists were on or whatever it was. And he destroyed it. And I was like, dude, I know you've got easily a 2.5 hour set in you with all your hits and everything else over the years. Just tore off of that. That's kind of all we want right now. Let's face it. When we show up and see Creed, I don't want to hear the new shit. I love you, Creed. And I genuinely love the band Creed.
Yeah.
But you and I, for the first 45, were like, "Hey, dude,
I was pretty pissed off.
it's not what we're here for here." And then the last hour was just bangers, pregnancies, and everything else.
Sure.
It was awesome. So why not just go back to doing that? Now, problem was, he was also engaged. He was engaged for 7 years. Bob, if you want to pull her up there.
Weird amount of time
Long time.
to be engaged.
Long time
again.
and not married.
Yeah.
However, he has gone through a divorce and lost a shit ton of money. I think it was Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, that is his only wife.
Yeah.
That's how they get. This is his what?
His only wife.
That was his only wife, was Pamela Anderson.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So they were engaged for 7 years.
That's how you get a girl to agree to it too. You go, I just had a really bad,
Right.
We gotta just be engaged for.
Why do we gotta get the
ever.
government involved?
Yeah, like I love you, baby.
Why do we have to get the government
Baby,
involved?
I'm gonna be with you forever. You don't have to worry about it, right?
Yeah.
Just be cool. You're getting nothing.
Now, I met her. Lovely person. Seriously, couldn't be nicer.
So I've heard.
And it was remarkably normal, where you're like, oh, well, shit. Yeah. That's kind of the grounding presence in the life of Kid Rock, and I understand it, right?
Right.
Then the Boebert thing heats up. Sure. And if you look at it, it's just a tad younger version, kind of her.
I think it's a more white trash.
Right.
More white trash version, which is
of this lady.
I think this lady was the one that got him into, he cold plunges, he works out at 5, he sauna, but he like sober, all of these.
To be fair, he looks great, so she did the right thing.
Of course she did the right thing, but is Kid Rock going to be fun? No.
So who do I want? I want the Kid Rock who is doing blow, smoking heaters, drinking, Miller Lite or whatever it is.
Pulling up drunk on the General
But I know
Lee.
Bud Light paid him off. I'm sorry.
He's a Bud Light boy.
No, yeah, paid off. Yeah,
Always
right.
has been.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a brief riff with Bud Light, and he lit up a couple cases with his
Yeah, you can only
AR.
get that mad at something you really love.
Well, it's amazing what $10 million can do for you.
Sure.
You can learn to love a lot of things for $10 million.
Sure.
And now I think about it, and it's like, dude, he's back. This is great. Trump is back. Everybody's back. He's friends with Trump, UFC. You get to do all the fun things. Be Kid Rock. And then now be with a congresswoman who's complete white trash, super out of control, jacking dudes off at Beetlejuice and in Colorado. Not even the Broadway version, but like in Colorado, like the off Broadway version of that. You can pull up that fun pic of her.
I like a sick, delirious Ross, you know?
Yeah. And look at
Jacking
that.
off dudes at Beetlejuice. Yeah, and we put glasses on that, and I think it really works better with the glasses.
All of it works.
She got
Okay, I'm just saying.
she got reverse teen movie.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Where you're like,
on.
and then you put the glasses on, you're like, what? I love it.
But
still play, you know?
but both versions play. Why?
Okay.
Because that's a congresswoman who's white trash.
Sure.
And then she puts the glasses on, and we're like, oh, she kind of looks like a serious congresswoman.
She's probably working on bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna pass
that
it
what they
into
do?
law and then dance it up the stairs and roll up the bill like the old commercial.
That's what they do.
And this is fucking awesome. She's got a grandkid. He's got a grandkid. They've got 5 kids, a few messy divorces here. Why not? Why not?
It. Oh,
This
she has
is-
that tattoo?
Is that real?
Yeah, that's real.
A tree growing from
Let's
her vagina?
Fuck go.
That's cool.
Yeah, isn't
How
it?
far does it?
How far does a tree go, Jesse?
Where does the seed? Where is
you know where this seed is?
Okay.
Yeah, he's planting it.
I would title
He's planting that seed.
I would title this book "A Tree Grows in Brook-Lynn." That if she just looks like someone named Brooklyn.
Oh,
you know
Brooklyn.
What I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
How Brooklyn.
Yeah.
How Brooklyn?
Just sowing the seeds of love
Let's
there.
go to
and
Beetlejuice.
I love it. What are you doing later? Nothing? You want to go to Beetlejuice and get jacked off? Awesome. What's going on this weekend? Leonard Skinner laser show at fucking Stone Mountain? Cool. Do you want to go and get jacked off there? You know, I'd love it, man.
Yeah.
And what do you want from me? I don't know. Kind of just to pack the cooler. That'd
Sure.
be rad. Grab me a sub Mike's Way, Jersey Mike's, and let's just kind of hop on down the bunny trail and see how disgusting we can get for the evening. And then you
Yeah.
go back to Congress. I'll go hang out with Trump, play some golf. 'Cause he loves golf, and he's actually very good at golf.
Right.
Oh, I
Shockingly.
forgot her son has a sex tape.
Yes.
Cool.
Bob, now we're just adding to it here.
And
The
I'm
layers.
proud to be
In
an
America, where
Was that her? Yeah.
I
I think this is
know I'm
fake.
free.
It's gotta be fake,
That's
right?
fake, I
Did
That's
she
fake.
do any WWE?
I think that was fake.
No,
That's-
that's fake. We've got to
but
be
either
more
way-
discerning, guys,
Either way, this is a match made in heaven.
for sure.
And I'm here for all of it. So, am I sad that he's getting, he called it off with his old lady? I am. And I wish her nothing but the best. And truthfully, she's probably too good for him. But
She
this
is, but
couple is perfect. Perfect.
She's not getting the bag, though, dude.
She'll get some back.
No, she won't.
No, there'll be a settlement of some, like, hey.
For what?
I think she
For
knows.
what?
She knows too much.
About what? Him being white trash? He wants people to know. What do
Well,
you-
Well, the secret is he's not white trash.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the-
and he
you
doesn't want
gotta-
people to know
no.
that.
grew-
Well, she's got to
everyone
figure
knows it,
something
though.
out.
He grew up like upper middle class.
Because we're not in
more than
goodness
that.
we're not in goodness of your heart territory here. You know.
But
This is,
either way.
I'm
He was
leaving
Michigan
you.
royalty.
Yeah. I mean, this is perfect right now. So, yeah, Kid Rock and
Just saying
Boebert.
it, I hate to see it.
Holy shit.
Hate to see a gal be engaged for 7 years.
Well, that's also her own fault, you know?
I know. I'm just saying.
Look.
Can't leave him on a leash that long, you know?
Yeah, sure can't. And Boebert makes her own money, dude. She's rich now. So
Okay.
she can do whatever she wants. And she knows all the stock tips. Slide it on over to Bob, dude. Bob's way. You know?
Right. Right.
And let's get wet.
Yeah, it
'Cause
was
he owns,
weird.
he owns the General Lee. The actual one from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay.
Imagine the sex they're having in that fucking car on a nightly basis.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I don't even know if they've made it to the bedroom inside his house yet.
Probably not because his fiance was there.
She's gone now. And that
Well,
car's parked somewhere else.
He's got a
yeah.
bed at his
now.
own bar, right?
Oh, I'm sure he's got a little room at his bar.
What's this
Not
article
her,
here?
Not her first taken man.
Not a prayer, Bob. Are you shocked?
She seduced my husband and ruined my life. Wife of Lauren Boebert's former restaurant chef claims the married politician had him cook intimate meals for her at her home and lavished him with gifts like $700 golf clubs, a $700 golf club, I'm sorry, and cruise tickets.
Was that a PXG, Delco?
What do you mean?
$700 club.
What club costs $700?
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a normal club. Like
For a
probably
driver?
A driver's probably about $500 to $700.
Okay. And is that the old bruiser before?
This is her, and I think the guy she was banging.
Oh boy. Is that more on the nose? If I asked Grock to draw a picture of this guy, that would be it right there.
That's a script note, right? It's 2 on the nose.
It's 2 on the nose.
Yeah.
The studio would be like, change it. This is crazy. You're giving him this big of sunglasses? No.
The White Oakleys.
Is he shifty
What's
shell
weird
shock?
about the inauguration too is like Kid Rock's event or concert or whatever was the most attended. It was like the biggest political and everything event of the whole inauguration.
And he destroyed.
Week. Right, but it was like, that's where Rogan was, that's where Trump was. Like, everyone was at the Kid Rock.
It is such an awesome show. So, and to Mr. Rock, Bob, here's what I'll say to you. You put on such an awesome show that, like, I understand why Boebert was all in, because she was at that show and then was like, oh, shit, I didn't know he had it like that. And we didn't either. Remember the first time you and I saw him and we were like, God damn, Kid Rock is fucking awesome.
There's literally smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, it's nuts,
And you're
dude.
like, whoa, he's 25. And you're
He
like,
could
nope.
play every single instrument and proceeded to do so over in front of your face. And it was so impressive that you're like, my God, dude. So yeah, Boebert showed up, immediately turned into a groupie, and that's his type. I mean,
That's
look
all
at
you
this.
need to see.
And it worked.
That's
and
all
it's
you
like,
need to see.
That's all you need to see. And it's like his political aspirations, her political political stuff.
For her base, could it be any more on brand? Kid Rock, dating Kid Rock? Yeah, I'd vote for her
both
tomorrow.
of them. For
Can I vote
both
for her
of
tomorrow?
them.
Can I move to your district? I'll vote for you tomorrow.
For both of them, this is great.
It's great.
It is really great.
It's
not
great.
like there's no Dave Grohl stink on either of them. Like
No.
everyone knows exactly how they are and what they do.
Perfect analogy.
And you go, cool. Like nobody's even, again, we have friends of the show that know her personally and like love her. So that sucks, but no one's going to be like, oh my God,
she's a great person.
You cheated on her, right?
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's really just going to be like, yep, cool.
Yeah. And you also gave me the perfect segue because he doesn't mind being an asshole or white trash or, gunning down Bud Light, can't sound to fuck off. That's his whole brand. Now, the flip of this is who you just said is Dave Grohl. So yesterday, they finally found the woman. And they found her out in the streets.
Thought?
Google her, Bob.
Because we had looked into like a porn star girl that didn't actually seem...
So that's him smoking his cigarette after the picture came out of the baby mama. There you go. Yep. Jennifer Young. She's described as a tattooed music buff who's 38. And there she is right there.
Oh, so it's not... Is it not who we were thinking before? No, right?
Guess not.
There were rumors that it was like this...
Porn star or something, but...
kind of more of like the baby's got a helmet. That's cool.
Baby's got a helmet.
A lot of... It's pretty common these days.
No, it says Metallica on it. That was shocking
That's
to me.
sweet.
I would have gone Nirvana,
sweet.
but that's just me, obviously, or Foo
It's
Fighters.
Metallica and Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
It's a sweet helmet.
It is a
It's
sweet
dope. I'm
helmet.
just saying, sticker wise.
Well, let's not say it's a common thing, okay? Just to make Rob feel comfortable about his own baby.
Yeah, it's true.
I think
care.
it is.
We wouldn't do it again. First baby mistakes. You know what I mean?
I think it is now, just because we overcorrect. That's all. We
But
But I will
overcorrect in
say,
this society.
he got vacuumed out of my wife.
That's true. He
and,
probably had a cone.
And boy, that head was gnarly.
He had a cone
Yeah.
head. Yeah. So I think if you get sucked out, you've got to have the helmet, which is both very common.
Okay. Either way, guys, this is. Oh, they blur out the baby's face there. Smart.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, because you'd
Gotta
be able
protect
to
the baby's
recognize
identity.
it.
Sure do.
Yeah.
You'd be able to recognize it from any other blob of a baby anywhere else. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's walking the streets. He's trying to make a comeback doing these Nirvana reunion gigs. He's done 2 of them in the last 3 weeks here and trying to move on with his life.
Do we know what her deal was? Was she a groupie? Was it a one night? Was she working with him? We still don't know any of that, right? Because I had said on the...
Groupie. is who it is.
Yeah.
Groupie,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
one
yeah.
night?
Yeah.
No, multiple years, but
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
over time type sitch. But I guess she moved to LA, and he said he's going to be there for the baby and try to help raise it and everything. So that's all fun. But good guy image, wanted to be beloved by the entire world. Had it for a moment, and then boom, now there's this. And then you look at Kid Rock, and you're like, who did it better? Who's having more fun?
Right.
It's Kid Rock. Kid Rock is the only answer there for that one.
Yeah, he's having more fun.
Yeah, sure is. Now,
But it's actually more fun now, though, because he removed himself from that kind of scene for quite a bit, right? When he was dating this other girl, he was getting into health and fitness, so now he wasn't partying. And then he goes back to it, and he's like, oh, this is what I was missing out on.
Oh, yeah. And
So,
tolerance is down.
Yeah.
We're going to see a lot of a wobbly Kid Rock around.
we might see her get hit, and that's what I would
in
love.
public. Yeah. You know the upper, in his bar, that upper area.
A little barn area, yeah.
Almost like a VIP, but yes, no, whatever. There's going to be cell phone footage of him hitting her up there, I
hope
think.
so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Or her hitting him, by the way, maybe.
Yes, I'll take.
I actually
I'll
think
take
that
DV
might
from
be-
either side.
Yeah.
On that one, I just need some DV in that
Yeah,
relationship.
she's going to get pissed. He's looking at someone too much or something, and she's going to fucking clock him.
Yeah. She pulls out the Constitution, and
You
she's like,
heard it here. A gavel.
Well, whatever
no.
they do in Congress.
Whatever they do, yeah.
He
not
accidentally
real
makes
sure.
another girl laugh. She stabs him in the
Yeah.
back
Yep.
Yeah.
with a fork.
Yeah, and he dies. And it's like, that's probably what's going to happen.
And I love it. I love all of it. Late nights to Subway.
It's really the choice of life, the choice that everyone has. Do you want, right? Do you want cold plunge? Do you want health? Do you want sauna? Do you want relationships with your kids? Or do you want to possibly get stabbed in the neck by someone? And that is like really what you guys all struggle with. You know what I mean?
Do you want hot eats or cool treats? And that's
Sure.
it's the Dairy Queen way right there. And you've
Exactly.
got to decide there.
Life is balance.
And right now he's choosing hot eats. He was doing cold treats.
Yes.
And now he's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'll have some hot eats with that.
You know what? I'm going to miss it, but it's fucking boring.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. So if he's back and all the way back, dude, I'm back in. I'll re-support. I'll re-engage. We'll go to a show, and it's going to be incredible. And who knows what's going to happen? You know. I think a lot of it had to do with that midget dying back in the day for him, and it's just kind of
That was hard for him.
not over
for
it.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. But either way, since Hollywood is dead right now, these stories have to kind of wrap us up in something. Like
Yeah.
the Baldoni thing and the Blake Lively thing, that's going to get drug out forever. This could get drug out forever in a funner way.
What could? Kid Rock?
Yeah.
No, I think it's a clean start of a relationship, I think.
No. But I'm saying where they go, where he's getting jacked off at.
Oh, okay,
and,
okay. Cool.
And the makeout sessions.
Yeah.
Remember the old school, like the early 2000s before cell phones, when you would get these weird paparazzi images of like these just hardcore makeout sessions.
Yeah.
Of like Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson and like Jolie and fucking B. Bob Torts. Billy Bob Thornton making out, sucking blood. This is what I want to see out of the two of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
want to see like weird disguises where I'm tired of the paparazzi. Grab me the KFC bucket and I'll cut the eye holes out. And we'll walk into the movie theater together. That's what I want to see again in America.
We need rock stars.
Yes.
Rock stars are back. I'm tired of this whole phase that we went through of these like algorithms that are essentially just the Lumineers, but like more vanilla.
Yeah.
We're over that.
I know. Even my kid, yesterday, we were in the car, and he was asking me to explain. He likes this rapper named Connor Price. You guys know who this is?
Unfamiliar.
Okay. TikTok rapper, and he's like, Dad, can we play the songs on the way home? Each song is 1 minute and 42 seconds apiece. And he goes, Dad, why are these songs so short? And I go, do you want the real answer to this? Because I'll be happy to give it to you. He can't write a 3-minute song. Like a real song is at least 3 minutes.
Right.
He can't even do that. You know, and it's weird because the music is good,
He has hits. He just does it.
but
I
they're
think
only a minute and 42 seconds.
because he's
TikTok.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's working for a TikTok audience, which is like,
You can't do a 3-minute song
they're
on TikTok.
switching. Yeah, like, and they're switching so fast, anyways. Like, even my kid is switching to the next song, even before the 1 minute and 42 is done.
Yeah,
He's on to the next.
on to the next one already.
So yeah, he doesn't need to.
It's and it's wild, and what's even wilder, and I don't know if you guys noticed this or you're doing it on Softcore History, but in the shorts now, you can score them with real songs. So kind of like reels with whatever you want.
You have to. It's kind of annoying because I would usually put music in videos I edit before, but you can't do that. You have to do it like in the actual app.
Yes,
So
correct.
You can't edit to
Yep.
it. It's annoying.
Yeah, so you kind of have to guess, which is what I do over there. But it turns out, like, yeah, if you're putting the right song in there, it'll go a little further and everything else. And like, I had no idea, and I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, so I put his little song in there for Connor Price, and the dude's not bad.
No,
Like,
he's not bad.
he's a really great artist. It's just like, hey, bro, just stretch this out to like 3 minutes and have a real fucking album, you know? Kid Rock will. Yeah. What if he starts writing hits again over Boebert?
He's a Canadian actor, rapper, and internet personality. Connor
Price, yeah. How old is he?
It says 30,
Whoa, really?
and he's got 2 kids.
What?
Apparently, he's 5'7".
Yeah, he makes
He
songs.
sounds like he's 22.
I'm learning so much
For-
about this man.
I
He
know.
makes songs for 5th graders going into middle school.
Right, but he's that
which
old?
is
Yeah, he's 30. From Markham, Canada. Whatever that is.
How do you do, fellow kids?
yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's really fucking funny.
Exactly.
Holy shit. Okay.
This literally reminds me, especially because the name Connor is the same, of fucking Andy Samberg's movie.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Not Superstar, but yeah, where the Lonely
was good.
Island movie. Yeah, it was great.
Never,
It was good.
Never
Never,
stop stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really fucking good. But yeah, we need the rock stars back. Even watching A$AP Rocky get off the other night and Rihanna and leaping over the thing into her
Yeah.
arms and all that other shit. And then hearing the juries speak about why they let him off. It's just so goddamn ridiculous like it used to be that I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care that he shot this guy.
Right.
Because he clearly did. And the whole argument was
Is it
that it was a
clear?
prop gun. Yes.
Okay.
There's so many, like, because it's in Los Angeles and it's right over where I used to
Yeah.
live, there's so many different camera angles that they have him holding this gun and running down the street after this guy that I'm like, what else do you have to do?
Yeah, that's
Even if it's a fake gun, you're still not allowed to threaten somebody with it.
Well, he's a Trump guy, right? You know, Trump freed him from what Nordic country? Sweden or something?
Yes, you're right.
And yeah, dude, he just keeps winning. He's gonna put another baby in Rihanna.
You know, the funny thing is, though, yes, and if he's smart, he keeps doing that over and over and over again for the rest of his life.
Pumping her full of babies.
Yes, because that's the top of the list for him. There's nowhere else to go. And according to every other black rapper, she was also the top of the list and just ruined all of their lives. So whatever he's doing, yes, keep doing that.
Rap also might be over since
It
the
is.
Diddy situation came out.
Yeah.
I just think of rap as just everyone's gay now.
I know. Same. I look at every artist. Every time I see Bad Bunny now, I'm like, I gotta get fucked by like 3 dudes. That's all I keep thinking of. Yeah. That audio's still one of the most haunting I've ever heard. Ugh. Bob plays it all the time. I can't do it.
No, don't.
Don't you run. Don't you run from me. Oh, yeah, dude. And he's just crying.
That's
I
not
don't-
Bad Bunny, is it?
Yeah, it is. And nobody knows if it's real, obviously, but it sure fucking sounds like it.
Yeah. It
but-
kind
and
of
that's-
makes sense why Meek Mill's always screaming in his songs now.
Exactly. And by the way, I can't look at Meek Mill the same either.
Fuck no.
But I was happy to see A$AP Rocky get off, and the jury said, look, we knew this was bullshit. And that's what I love about it. We knew this was bullshit.
Okay.
However, the defense literally couldn't provide the actual weapons, so like we couldn't tell. That's all we asked for was like, hey man, we know he fucking did this. Can you just give us the like where is it? You know? And they couldn't provide it. And this one woman was just like, it was weird because she was genuine. She was like, because they were like, oh, did Rihanna influence you in the courtroom or whatever? She goes, no. She's like, it was cool, but like, we're still there to do a job.
Yeah,
and the case
right.
was, she goes, the case was so ridiculous. And this guy that they hired was this like over the top Italian, like Italiano, you know, compleanno, oh, gosh, a Cuomo type of dude. And they were like, man, if they just could have just shown us the weapon, we would have just said guilty. And instead, sorry, you couldn't do it. He bought the best attorneys money could buy, and he's free.
Right.
And I like that shit. You should be able to murder again if you're rich enough and you're a rock star. Like, I don't mind getting back to that era.
Yeah.
At all. And now I'm kind of rooting for Luigi because he's going on trial now. Ladies are lined up down the street, Jessie, trying to get backstage like it's NKOTB in 93. It's nuts. Have you seen the lines to get into his courtroom?
To Luigi?
Oh, pop it up for Jessie here. This will alter your mind. It's like the fucking Today Show.
I'm telling you, I mean, he had a glow up, like a prison glow up.
He looks better now.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's
but
nuts.
His dick doesn't work, right? That's why he's so angry.
Allegedly, but there's always a woman out there who says I can fix him.
We don't know.
Bob, just go to
Yeah, like I wasn't really
Just go to Google
about it. I was kind of like, oh, okay, like I guess like for a crazy murderer dude, he's good looking, but like.
All right, so Jessie, this is inside the courtroom, right? That's just inside.
Hey girls, bring your florals.
This is literally. Doesn't this look
your
like backstage at Post
together.
Malone?
Yeah, it looks like it ends with us.
Yes.
Screening.
And then go to the outside shot, Bob, where they're lined up in the streets holding posters like the Today Show, where you're just like, what the fuck is going on? And then.
It's got like a Ted Bundy vibe to him, right?
Yeah, but better looking. He's probably better looking than Ted Bundy.
Like a
I
modern
never
Bundy.
liked Ted Bundy.
Yeah,
Ted Bundy
there's-
was a little gampy to me.
There's the ladies. Look at that, dude. Health over wealth, dude.
Yeah, lots of things are happening within the United Healthcare
Why are they still
company,
wearing
though,
masks?
too, of like firing, exposing all this crazy shit. It's kind of great story.
And people are kind of starting to root for him. They bought out a billboard to free him that's down there now and everything else. And then show Jessie, Bob, when he walked in like Batman. I know we showed on Drinkin' Bros the other day. But when he walks in, even I clutched my pearls and I was like, oh my God, I'd fuck this guy.
Yeah. There's
Like, I get
there's a confidence about him now that he did not have while eating that McDonald's hash brown. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
There's like I don't know.
Go up one more. Type in Batman. That's where I saw where there were just that wasn't it, dude. He's in black.
Here's another shot of this, by the way.
Oh my God! Look at that line to get in.
What?
Whoa, dude! Look at these chicks. Holy
Let's go, girls.
shit.
And
it's both races.
I'm going out tonight.
No, that's not it. That's not
This is
it.
him walking into court recently.
No,
but
didn't
yeah.
like
Recently,
this one.
show the other one when he's in all black.
loafers.
Yeah.
I like that first one. Loafers, no socks, the collared. But yeah, all black could be fun if Bob can find it.
It's when he just walks in. And he's. I'm gonna DM it to you right here, Bob. Okay. Took me less than a second here to find it. So just pop up this first video. When he walks in, you're just like, oh shit, that's a superstar right there. That's a superstar right there.
Yeah.
Like, as far as murderers go, look at this.
You just kind of go like, maybe he's not guilty, right? Like,
I mean, look at how many people, too. Because that makes him look even cooler. It's like, man, we need 30 motherfuckers. And look at him walk in, dude. Wow.
yeah, that's the outfit I like
Wow.
though too. That was the loafers, like expensive loafers, no socks.
But a tight
But then the tight
Kevlar
bulletproof-
vest.
Yeah.
Like, that's a nice tight, you know, because you can go up a size or down a size, and that's going to make all the difference in the world fashion-wise. And he chose to go down a size there, which is smart. It's kind of like veneers. You never go with the actual size. You go down a size.
It's kind of like when David Muir pinned the back of his fireman coat. Remember that?
Well, he didn't have to do that because he just went down a size.
I'm just
Muir should have
saying.
just gone down a size.
Are they
Press
afraid
pause right
someone's going to take him out?
there. Go back
Yes.
5 seconds and press pause because somebody online had the best quote of all time. when he was walking out here with the 3 bald gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
And the line was, press pause right there. It looks like 3 guys protecting the man with the only head of hair on earth.
Yeah.
And it's
One
of the best lines of all time. Yep. To study this guy for science. And here we are.
Yeah.
So we're back.
Why are they protecting him, though?
We're back.
What do you mean?
Why
They
is it
have
gotta-
to get him to trial.
They got to get him to trial.
You have to protect your...
They don't want him Jack Ruby'd.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Is that a threat, I guess? By
What?
who? For what?
Yeah. So there's been death threats against him, for sure.
I mean,
ton of 'em.
it's a pretty polarizing case, obviously,
It is.
right?
And it's a big one. Now, when is this one slated to kick off, Japes? Do we know?
This one I don't know. They're going through, right, preliminary stuff. So do we know when?
This is all pre-trial.
Pre-trial
essentially.
stuff. They're seeing
It
what
has
they
yet to
can.
be, according to 4 days ago, there's not a date yet.
They're seeing what evidence they have, what
Okay,
they
because
can. Yeah.
right now, I think he asked for a speedy trial. So you could kind of get this going, which is smart.
Yes.
Because you want to capitalize off your fame right now and try to ride that off.
And you want
what
to have them make mistakes, which is what he's going to probably try and get off on anyways, is some kind of like mistake when they apprehended him or whatever.
Sure.
He's going to go off of some kind of technical error, and because everyone's on his side, I think people will just be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, you're right. They didn't do it right.
Yeah, you're good, dude. You're absolutely good.
But they have to find that. So I think pre-trial, they're just trying to figure out what it is they can admit, not admit, what all of the boring pre-trial stuff.
Here's what I wonder, and I want to ask you the same question: is there going to be some lonely cat lady on that jury who's just like, fuck it, not guilty, hung jury?
They may be able to get one through, but as you know, both sides have veto and can pick the jury. So they have to go through, interview. They can maybe get one through,
Yeah.
but one is not.
Okay.
One's not really enough, and they'll argue to get a jury that they feel like is.
What happens if you get 2 back-to-back that are hung juries then? Do you get off then?
2 back-to-back that are hung juries?
Yeah.
It depends on if the judge declares mistrial without prejudice or with, right, Bob? Where they can try it again or
with
not.
prejudice is you can't try it again. So it just depends.
It just depends on the judge at that point. Like the Karen Reed, for example, they're going to try that one again. That is going to be a fun one.
Okay.
Again, the Boston Cops
Yeah,
one. Remember
I
the
love that
dirty
one.
Boston
It's one
Cops?
of my favorite ones.
Yeah. So that was a mistrial that, they thought, oh, we're good. And the judge was like, no,
Yeah.
you're going to try this again.
Okay.
So it just depends. It
Okay.
depends on how hung, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depends on how hung the jury is.
Well, he's obviously going through it, so it's not going to be his hang on that one.
Oh, he's fucking thriving, dude. Yeah. He's thriving. He's like responding to all his.
Is he really?
Yeah, and giving them instructions on the letters that they send, just so you know. Everything gets read, so you can't write this and this, but I'm reading all of them. I can't respond.
Is he getting nudes?
He can't get nudes, right? So he's like letting them know, like, hey, they're gonna take this kind of stuff.
You don't get nudes in there, huh?
No, I think it
Interesting.
it depends. It depends.
Not at his security level.
Not at his security level, and they go through every piece of mail basically. So he's letting everybody know what they can and cannot send or say or whatever.
Interesting.
So he's just in there reading like all these amazing letters.
That's great. Great
of
for him.
Support.
Killing his
so
time.
he is
Yeah.
like.
Because Diddy's in there, same
He's
jail,
loving
and
it.
he's just like, dude, he's the superstar there.
He's
He's the
loving
darling. The weird thing is how good he looks is because there was that story maybe 3 or 4 days ago where they had a bad maggot infestation in their food. And there was some pictures of that in the jail there. And I was worried maybe he wouldn't be that hot. He'd be kind of pale or
Now listen,
sickly, and gosh,
it's early days.
it is.
It's early days.
It is.
But yeah, you can definitely glow up in prison if that's what you choose to do, right?
Got nothing but time to work out.
The Menendez brothers have never looked better. Just working out,
Yeah.
hanging out in the sun, you know what I mean?
James, you're on fire today. Another perfect segue.
Being brutalized.
Look at that. You got your wish.
It's almost.
They're not going back.
It's not my wish. It was my prediction.
Well, James, you also wished it. I did too.
Yeah,
I didn't think these guys deserved to be let out.
Again, I was talking to Nikki about it, where I was just like, for what? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, why are we letting them out? What are they going to do besides start a podcast,
Yeah.
right? Like, what benefit?
book tours.
I think they're doing better in prison for themselves and for the people around them than they would ever do out here.
Yeah, because out here, they just be banging chicks and kind of...
Why don't we just do a what if? You know what I mean? Like, it's 50-50. So let's just go with the...
I like how the DA, though, looked at the case and was just like, oh, that's right.
Oh,
they
no.
went back out to the car, grabbed more ammo, and then just completely blew their arms and legs clean off their bodies.
Well,
as
they
well.
reloaded because their mom was still moving around. And so, because I guess, like,
You don't want to see it.
well, the shot to, you know, her leg and her fingers off and the side of her neck and stuff didn't quite kill her, unfortunately. So she was kind of moving around and begging for her life. And that was kind of annoying. So they went, reloaded,
Right.
came back, and point blank with the muzzle to the head.
Yes.
Shot their mom,
Yep.
pleading mother,
Yep.
in the face.
Yeah.
And so I think the DA probably looked at it and went, I fucking always forget about that part,
I
right?
know.
You go,
I know. That'll slip your
oh,
minds.
look at them. We're hearing them talk and
We just
seeing
watched
the
the show,
documentary
yeah.
and like they're doing
Ryan Murphy.
podcasts now. I don't know how they're doing podcasts, but they're talking to people from jail.
Yeah.
Open invitation. You probably won't, but you know, you forget. And when you actually go through that part of it, they're good, I think, in there. Do you know what I mean?
I think
Because
so,
why the
too.
mom? I think the, you know, their defense for killing the mom is they just like felt bad for her. She didn't do anything to them. It was the dad. But they just felt so bad for her in her life that they just had to brutally murder her worse than the dad. And that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? She was being
Yeah.
cheated on and she was sad. So I think she probably had to be murdered.
Agreed.
You know?
Yeah.
And so that, if it was any other defense than that, I think people might be going along with it. And if there wasn't a money motive. So
Sure.
if there was no money to be gained, if there was nothing on the other side, you could maybe go, all right, what would make someone do that except for being like molested and brutalized their entire life?
No.
So anyways, he opposes the reopening of the case. I don't know exactly if that's their last, I don't know if it's the end of the line, if that's just it or what. If they're going to go up higher than him, I have no idea. They are going to try to get out forever. So if there's any other...
No. I'm all done with this bullshit. I think this
I don't
was
think
the
they're
last
all
one.
done, but yeah.
I think this was the last one of, hey, we're going to make a super sweet doc or a TV show about murders, and then we're all going to root for them and try to get them out. I think everybody looked at this, at least this guy did in L.A., and was just like, oh, boy, what the fuck are you thinking, Kim Kardashian, you dumb bitch? Like, we're not doing this.
I think everybody in that world, even like
Because even the next one, what's his nuts? Lacey Peterson.
Scott Peterson.
Yeah. We're not doing that. We're not giving him a retrial either. We're not doing any of these things. It was fun because we're bored and we watched the doc. But now there's 90 other docs that we're kind of all wrapped up in. And it's like, I have no time for this anymore. I can root for the murder for only so long. But fucking Lady Justice takes forever. So
Yeah.
fuck this. And people are done with it. So
Right.
we're good on all of that bullshit. And it's time to turn our attention to something else, like this tranny for Amelia Perez. You know, she's back again. She will not leave.
What? What's she
will
doing?
not leave.
What's she doing?
So she wrote a tweet a couple days ago. Oscars are Sunday.
She shouldn't be tweeting.
Well, she can do whatever she wants, or he, or
She.
I'm not sure which one we're doing here, and don't care, obviously.
Listen, we'll go with she.
But
if you've got it, you know.
this little fella said, I haven't been invited by the studio. I'm nominated for Best Actress, and I haven't gotten an invite or seats
Yes.
or anything else.
Well, Netflix and everyone has openly come out and said that they're not paying for her or
Right. So there was a backlash online, so now they are.
backlash of one. It's just her.
No.
A
other
bunch of people.
I don't think you understand the trans community, Jessie. It is massive. And it is endless, and everybody is pissed off. And no, I don't know how that works. I think it's all a fucking sham, but whatever.
Yeah, what is this?
So now he's coming. He'll be there. Yeah, he'll be at the Oscars.
Netflix is paying.
There they are. They agreed to pay the expenses.
They got bullied into, or what happened?
Yeah, they got
there?
bullied into by his tweets.
Okay, can I see the tweet?
Just told you the story, Jessie. And
I know,
You're
I
looking
need-
at me like I'm a liar, like I'm a Menendez,
I'm just
like
asking.
I'm a little
questions.
Menendez boy, the
I
one
know
with the
you
good
ha-
hair.
You hate questions when you're sick, but like, you know,
It's not
I'm
that.
just asking, like, what was the tweet? I didn't see it.
I'm not
It's
showing.
said, hey,
Hey,
nobody's reached out to me from the studio. They didn't pay for my seats. I
we
don't
know.
know if I'm going. I don't know anything that's going on. No one will talk to me.
but we know that. They talked to us
But they didn't talk to her. Okay?
personally.
Nothing, I guess.
oh.
Nothing. She heard nothing. And now she's going to go. My thing is, where are they going to sit her? Like, where's that at? Because 2 people are nominated. It's nominated for 15 awards. The movie's called Amelia Perez. She plays Amelia Perez in the movie. So where are we going to stash her at? You know?
Yeah.
She's going to the coat room, or how's that going to work?
She'll go with the firefighters, maybe.
Dressed up in like a little
I
fire
don't know.
suit.
They put
Be
the
nice.
firefighters way in the back.
That'd be nice.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
You know what I mean? Thank you
you.
for saving our
My house
city.
and
How are your
burning
seats?
down. You guys good?
They were free though.
Bye.
Yeah, they'll put her back there.
Maybe. But I would still selfishly like to see this dude fucking storm the stage and get his moment, you know? Really go for it. That's what I really want to see. And Netflix is
be a
now
dude
paying in their
move.
seats and everything else. Yeah, dude. Just go full Kanye and let's get this done on Sunday nights. This is going to
What
be
if
the
she-
most boring goddamn show of all time.
What if she goes in disguise as a dude?
Well, that would be great as well. It'd be great. I don't know what's going to happen. All I
Yeah.
know is this little fucker's going. And now I'm just going to watch for this on Sunday nights. Because
do you
Zoe
wanna-
Saldana's going to win. She's won every single award. On mybookie.com, her odds are like minus 150,000. Like there's nobody even close.
Although it's
So she's going to win.
It's making me wonder if they're letting her go to this. Do
'Cause
they
it-
know
in-
something that we don't?
I mean, Carla Sofia Gascon was not the favorite to win.
Not at all. It's Demi Moore.
Yeah.
So Demi Moore is going to. She just won again on Sunday for the SAG Awards, Screen Actors Guild Awards.
Okay.
So, could you imagine though? Could you imagine if he won? That would be so fucking great. I mean, I would hate it for Demi Moore because this is the last shot. This is it.
I know, but she's ran this cat. I mean, she's
won every single
season-
time.
This season, she's run the category,
She's undefeated.
right?
Now the shocker, Bob. I don't know. Did you watch the SAG Awards on Sunday?
No, I just know about my one favorite part.
Which one?
Which was
Our boy Chalamet,
right.
giving the speech I feel like in
You
particular
wrote-
dreamed of.
Yes.
Well,
you.
yeah.
Thank you,
Ross
Bob.
wrote that
I sure did.
and just sent it into him. See if he would do it, and he did.
He did. And the beauty of it is, Bob, and this is a true story, okay? Because all these things are paid for in advance. There's a whole campaign for it. That's why you know who's going to win all these goddamn awards. And it's
Right.
like, I can't even bet on these because the max is like, I don't know, $20 or whatever it is. And it's like, cool, man. I mean, I'll win every single category. Like, people hate
Sure.
playing against me. You from the past. Like I'm just because it's a money thing. It's not a heart thing or anything else. However, Chalamet is a heart thing for me. It's the one where I'm just like, man, let's go. But he's lost to Adrian Brody, every single time for another Holocaust movie, right? Well, he got out Holocaust on this one. And Bob, when they said Timothée Chalamet, the camera was on Adrian Brody, and he looked over at his publicist, and he goes,
"Oh yeah,
oh fuck, do I have to worry about next week?" And you could see him say that exact phrase, and the answer is yes, you do now.
you do, bud."
Because if you're looking at this show coming up, it's going to be the worst shit show of all time. There's got to be at least one movie star that you're trying to protect for the future, and it's got to be Chalamet.
He's like the Redmayne, right, of this generation. Remember
think
Redmayne?
he's cooler
just
than
fucking.
that.
I know he's cooler, but Redmayne, you were like, how did he win over? It's because he went to all the parties, he did all the stuff,
Yep.
he's super fun and charming and all of this, and he got all the votes. If Chalamet can pull that off.
People want greatness again.
Yes.
And Chalamet coming out there, putting his dick on the table,
Yeah.
just straight up saying, By the way, I follow a lot of like sort of like people I'm friends with who are like very liberal, artsy people in LA and stuff like that. That is the type of thing that probably like 10 years ago or 5 years ago they would have found obnoxious. Most of the ones I saw post about it were like, "Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
more of this."
Yeah.
Like I'm all in for this little fucker, and now I'm interested in watching it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought it up today. If Brody would have won, it's over. That would have been a clean sweep for him. Now, precursor to the Oscars, you're like, we got a shot here for Chalamet.
Does Chalamet get the Globe too?
No, but it's
No.
two different. Well, but here's to keep in mind. It's
right.
two different categories of
Right.
comedy and musical. So yeah, I mean, you got the musical, but like, the hardcore drama Holocaust bullshit was Brody. And then obviously you got the drama with the Pope dying. That Conclave movie ended up winning, and you're like, whoa, that hasn't won
That's
anything.
a movie? Yeah. You're
That's
like,
a film that exists in this world. Where is that at? And magically the Pope's dying, and it's just like, oh, let's give this thing an award for the Pope.
Can we check real quick? Is the Pope still alive?
He's actually doing better today.
Really?
Yeah.
What's he doing? Pickleball?
The pneumonia's clearing out a little bit. You know.
Gotcha. I
It's
didn't
not-
know if
I will tell you that it's a roller coaster. So
with the pneumonia.
with the pneumonia in both lungs.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I'd probably wait on that.
you have some good and some and that's followed right by another bad.
I know
right?
they're rehearsing death scenarios as we speak.
Frankie's not out
Speeches
of it.
are written, obituaries are already written, everything's already written, so it's done. Frankie who?
I said he's not out of it.
Oh, is that you're calling him Frankie?
Yeah, it's Frank.
Pope Frank.
Okay, cool.
Pope Frank.
I didn't know how close you guys were, but thank you for clarifying that.
Pretty close.
Yeah,
So
and we wish him nothing but the best, or just to get it over with,
or
I guess.
whatever,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, not really sure.
We wish
there.
him nothing.
Yeah, we wish him nothing. Congratulations, and we wish you nothing. How about that? You know, pray for yourself. Like if you're really that close to God, He'll save you,
But
or
also,
He'll take you.
don't you want to be taken, right? You want to get to God?
I think so, right?
Don't
Isn't that
fight
the goal?
it, Frank.
Isn't that the goal?
I would listen. I think so.
It's tough to say.
Yeah.
It's tough to say. But this is the fun week where they usually do those brutally honest Oscar ballots where they interview the people about it and say what they really thought of these movies. My God, man. And it's just the same thing for this. It's like, these are the worst goddamn movies of all time.
Even The Substance, people are like, oh, the first half was so good. And then I like could not watch the second. And it was okay. I think The Substance is a lifetime achievement for Demi, and I like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have that. Sean Penn got that one year. You know, it's like you go, listen, this is the movie you made the year we want to give you an Oscar.
Milk.
And that's just, no, it was it Grant, 21 Grant? It was something that was like,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm fine with that. None of the movies are, I don't think pulling anyone's dick off, are they?
No. And everybody's just saying, man, this is just fucking awful. What an awful year and awful people.
I do
and
want to see a real pain.
What's
but it
that?
has to be, that's the Eisenberg and...
God, he's just insufferable to me. Have you seen his interviews? Because he's been forced to do
Culkin's,
press.
though, who's insufferable? Culkin?
No, Jesse Eisenberg. He's been forced to do press, and it's just so painful to watch. That
No,
it's,
I know.
Like every interview is worse than the last,
I know, but...
and you are in the wrong profession, my man. Just
well,
the
he's
wrong
writing,
job.
He's writing, directing. I don't know.
But-
Maybe that is the right. But they should be sending Kieran out more, and they do.
Yeah,
And
the Culkin kid, he's funny.
yeah. I mean,
But Eisenberg, my God, dude. Every time they ask him about making movies, it's just a 15-minute rant about his awkwardness, and they force these people into Hollywood and go to give speeches that they're not supposed to give speeches, and it's like, bro, just go
but
to the
he's not supposed to.
But he can choose a different profession. You know, just go down again. Dinner theater is very difficult to do, especially with that many
know.
moving parts.
I don't know if that's the take here, but I mean, he could stay behind the scenes more, I think. But I do want to see the dynamic because I guess Kieran just just fucked with him the whole time.
Are they in the movie together?
Yeah, so they're playing
Okay.
cousins. They're basically playing themselves, which is like one super anxious, awkward, weird dude, and then like the cool cousin that just like doesn't care.
Okay.
And like he would never care, like Culkin doesn't rehearse. He learns his lines like right before kind of thing. Reads it really quick, memorizes
Yeah.
it, goes in and does it, right?
Yeah.
And Eisenberg, I guess, was just like fucking freaking out the whole time. And he's like, dude, we got it. We got this. It's all good. Yeah. So he just made Eisenberg's life like hell.
Mm-hmm.
But they got something really good out of it and it ended up being okay. But I was just like, I love that. I love someone being like,
I'll
oh,
check
yeah.
it out for that.
You know?
Yeah. I'll check it out for that for sure. And
But other than that, The Brutalist will be too much for me. Amelia Perez, too much for me. Conclave, I don't
no,
know.
I'll never see that the rest of my life. That's one of those movies you look at and you'll be like, oh, I'll never see that ever
Yeah.
in my entire life.
Yeah. Can we do a quick air travel is awful story?
Sure, go ahead.
Air travel is awful.
Are we doing the new one that just happened right now?
I don't know.
No,
But-
we're not doing that one.
No, we're
but
not
I can
doing that
play
one.
that too.
Yeah.
You want to play that one as well?
yeah,
It just happened about 20 seconds ago.
Yeah,
Right,
it was
we'll see.
happened mid-show. This is actually worse though.
Oh, great.
Air travel is awful.
It's awful. Now, Qatar Airlines, that's the type of airline you're like, damn, that's a dope plane.
It's supposed
Yeah.
to be awesome, by the
Yeah.
way.
Like that's the one that's like, this isn't any
this is supposed to be nice.
Filipino
yeah,
air
this is
or
like
whatever.
there's like a sushi chef, you
Correct.
know, like
It's
bringing
supposed to be
shit
really
out.
fucking nice.
You
Yeah.
you literally like the toilets have champagne in them.
There's
type
like
of
a bar,
situation.
an
Beautiful.
upstairs bar. Like it's
Beautiful.
crazy.
Yeah. Guess not though.
Well, just not this
Why? What happened?
particular
What
flight.
happened here?
Couple forced to sit with corpse for hours on Qatar Airways flight from Australia to Italy.
Oh, my God, dude.
So
This is unfortunately the only image I could get.
Well,
This
yeah.
is this guy
Yeah.
sitting next to a person
Yep, who's dead?
who's
who
dead?
died on their flight,
Yeah.
and he was not allowed to move,
So,
despite there being plenty of empty seats.
there was empty seats.
Yes.
Why was he not allowed to move?
That's just
It's just a
Airline-
security thing, and they need to make sure that the head count.
Oh my God!
you
And
know?
they were flying over for their dream Italian vacation. It says.
yes from Australia, so not a short flight.
Oh my God, dude!
You
Yeah.
give flight attendants a little bit of power.
I know. No, you can't leave. You can't move.
And by the way, I don't even know that the woman was sitting there. She collapsed in the aisle next to them and died mid-flight. They were not given the option to change their seats, although his wife was able to change. Someone was like, dude, just come sit here. He, however, could only...
You don't ask for permission.
Right. The husband, however, only could move a seat over, even though there were spare seats around
You
them.
need to stay in the same row, at least they said.
Yeah. And he had to sit next to, they covered it up with like an airline blanket,
Sure.
the dead body, just one of
Which
those little,
those airline
take the
blankets,
wrapper off and...
Yeah.
they're not big. You know what I mean? So they're
Right.
just covering like the top half. right? You know, have you ever
Right.
tried to like snuggle up with one of those blankets?
Yeah,
It's like
you
so
can't.
small.
Yeah, it's tiny.
So it was really just covering this.
Now, when the flight landed, they had to get the body off first, so everyone had to stay seated.
Yep.
A medical crew came into the cabin.
Yep.
And started futzing with the body, you know, to get it on the gurney or whatever the fuck. Blanket falls off. Dead lady's just staring at it
No
while
way.
they're trying to get it onto the fucking thing, and he's just like, "Oh my god,
Holy
Oh my God! What do you
shit.
think? What do you think he was watching there? Because
Look
he's like just trying so hard to like
Locked
get
in.
into
yeah,
the movie.
like anything else." I'd be like,
Literally anything.
"You will be comping all of my drinks today."
Oh.
Boy.
If not, let me get that Delta 30,000 for this too,
Yeah.
right?
Holy shit, dude.
Can you imagine?
No. I would have gotten up. You know me.
Oh, of course.
I would have
You
just
would have
moved
been like,
anyways and been like,
fucking
get fucked.
find me, dude.
Or land the plane. Land it. Like, do whatever you want.
I don't know if I would want him to land it.
Yeah, too bad.
I honestly would be like,
You would?
dude, just keep flying." Yeah, no, I
Keep
wouldn't want to
flying.
land. I
I'll
would be-
move. Let's
yeah,
give
I'll
this
move,
person like
yeah.
a row to themselves.
Here's the three.
And, but let's get to Italy.
I mean, yeah, here's what I'm power ranking. Number 1, you just let me fucking move, and we leave the body in its own row. Okay.
Sure.
If you won't do that, number 2 is fine. I'll just sit here, just get to fucking Italy, because this is like a 12-hour flight. I don't want to stop over in
Here's
Singapore.
what's crazy that he wouldn't just
Get
get
up.
up.
Yeah.
There's so many
Like-
people like that, though, Jess. You wouldn't have gotten up. You'd be too scared.
And by the way, you know what you have to do. Look where he is.
Yep.
They're not going to move the body for you.
No.
You have to walk
Oh,
over
if
the.
you're gonna move, you've got to get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Hop it.
go over
I'd
the
hop it
seats
like a
in front of
fucking
you.
metro rail in New York City, dude. Just right over the top. I don't have a change on me. Cool.
Boy,
Yeah.
boy.
Yep. Wouldn't stop me, Bob. Jesse will
wouldn't
tell
stop
you.
me either.
No.
But
Jesse
I'm
will
just
tell
saying
you.
that is the final literal hurdle.
Jesse would sit there like an obedient passenger who has accepted life, the fate of life, and she would have, 17 hours, she would have flown next to that body. Me, hopping it like a fucking turnstile, bro. See you, Grams. Good luck on the other side, but I'll take a G&T.
The unexpected layover is last on the list. I will sit next to the dead body before
Yeah.
I have to change fucking planes.
I
Sure.
just like don't want to deplane somewhere weird and not
Right.
get back on.
Right.
So
So what was the verdict? He sat this out?
He sat it
Yeah.
out.
Oh, God.
yeah.
What a fucking cuck. I mean, you can't do that.
He said, "Fine, but I'm watching porn.
Yeah.
Fine, but don't give any shit about watching my porn." Then,
Yeah.
right.
And just starts fucking jerking it. At that point, who
At that
cares?
point, you go, "Oh, you don't want me to move?
Yeah.
Cool.
Pants are coming off.
This is really getting me off. You know what I
Yeah.
love?
Necrophilia.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
matter
don't
of-
want me sitting next to it.
Pull the blanket off.
I'm the worst person to be sitting
yeah,
next
pull
to
the
this.
blanket off. Let me see this dead chick's eyes staring right
All right,
into my
what
soul.
was the other one? What was
So
the other
one I don't know. It's going on now. It's happened in Chicago in Midway. Is there a video of it? Yeah, there is. So I'm curious to see it. I don't know what this is, but it just happened right now. Okay, what do we got here?
Some kind of rough landing?
Well, that's
We got a
Southwest
Southwest flight
all right.
landing at Midway in Chicago. That's the Southwest hub. So we'll check it
Okay.
out.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Landing, just landing.
Yeah,
Okay.
so far so good.
Beep,
What's
beep,
up?
beep,
Oh,
beep.
back up. Oh!
Little private jet there wasn't paying attention. Or
That PJ,
Hey,
that's a fun.
That's a great story, though.
Wow.
That's
So
a
that's-
great story.
That's what happened to Harrison Ford, by the way. He went straight across like that.
I thought he went into like a house.
That was another one.
Was that
Right, yeah,
Swayze?
he landed he landed in a neighborhood too. But on the next go round, where they pulled his license for a few months, it's exactly what happened. He drove across the runway and got into somebody else's space.
By the way, Southwest.
Wow. Way to go, whoever that pilot was. I bet it wasn't a woman. Yeah.
Actually, I would love to know. I would love to know.
It
Wouldn't
wasn't a
that
woman
be
who
great?
did that, but,
Wouldn't that be great?
Whew, boss. Because if he would have committed and gone down, that's it. He plows into that thing and everybody dies.
Quick thinking, huh?
Good on that, dude.
We might have some audio, actually.
Really?
And this is not me setting you up for Diddy.
250.
Let's see here.
It really isn't because I can't.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Zero center line point, Southwest 2350. Southwest 20.
Papua New Guinea.
Southwest 2504 going around.
2504, roger that, can maintain 3000.
Oh, Indian.
Southwest 2504 up to 3000.
White and Indian. There we go. That's why this all kind of figured itself out. Help yourself to some Hard AF seltzers, friend. You know, right up there in the fridge, my man. But this was quick thinking. If he doesn't, for the audio listeners, if that Southwest plane doesn't pull up at the last second there, everybody's dead. So way to go for this guy.
What was that even private across the fucking runway?
And by the way,
limping along, by the way.
I said this
weird.
After the first time this happened. You're going to see a lot more of these throughout the year. And it's these controllers have been understaffed for years, man.
So I think my assumption with stuff like this is that it's new in the fact that the air control stuff's been going on for a minute, but it's not that. It's just being reported now.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this type of stuff happens regularly.
Yep.
Right. And if there's no, we get a lot of like cell phone footage from inside of planes, but like nobody's really like reporting on their fucking up at the airport, right? Either the air traffic controllers or other pilots. So,
yeah. But this is Midway. This is a major airport. This isn't like, John Wayne or fucking Burbank. Like this is a big boy one. So like, yeah, that could have been horrific there. Shits. But yeah, this is a job shortage that's been going on for 15 years. So it's only going to get worse, I think. And now that everybody's looking for it, yeah, dude. Yeah. Because the other one, up in Toronto that happens, to them trying to pay them off. One of them was a local guy from Austin. He was on the local news 2 nights ago.
Yeah, I talked about this last week on the show.
30 grand.
Were trying to give each person 30 grand.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned from Landman, you gotta lawyer up. They gotta give you more. If they're offering you
7 figures at a minimum.
If they're offering you 30,
it's $1 million. You can get $1 million.
They did something wrong, right? Yeah. So if you can. If not, take the 30. I mean, whatever.
It was an all-female flight crew up there.
I wonder if it is like Landman, where they're like, you guys all have to take it, or none of you get it, right? Mm-hmm. And these are people that don't know each other, different like areas. They either have to all get together and say yes.
No, you lawyer
or
up.
they all get together and say no.
You heed my advice.
But I'm sure that's
lawyer
the
up
contract.
individually. Go after what you can go after, and then you'll settle around 1.5 for something like that because everybody lived. Yeah. But homeboy was in the hospital. He's from Austin. So they did the interview in the hospital. And he was just like, he's got a neck brace on and the whole fun thing. And he's just like, man, we were upside fucking down, bro. And I was like, whew,
yeah.
Balls. I mean, that's nuts, dude. 30K? No.
No.
To almost die, 30K? No.
No.
That's not a number. 7 figures is the number for almost dying on an upside-down plane, because you're going to have to fly a lot in this life.
That's what we said. We were like, what would you take, right? Like,
$1 million. I would say, hey, we can cut this off at $1 million. There's
for
another
a flipped over plane,
for a
7
flipped
figs.
over
7
on
figs.
fire, having to be like run from it before it blows up. Yeah.
I made because we're in a few of these lawsuits now, and I made a very generous offer to a legal firm the other day. I said, look, your insurance is at $1 million. We're roughly looking at 6 here. Like, could I get more money if I went to court? Yes. I was like, do I want to do that? No. So do yourself a favor and call this in. Otherwise, then we're going after the big numbers here. So that's probably where they're at on shit like this, like for real, where it's just like, all right, how do we avoid all of it? And then getting everybody together. Because the worst would be if they all band together and go for one big class action lawsuit. That's when you can really fucking get the big dollars. But luckily, people are greedy enough that they won't do it. So they'll go their own ways.
That's what I'm saying. Can they get it if they sign separately, or do they all have to?
Oh, agree to it?
Do they have to get the signatures enough to be like, we're doing 30,000?
Yeah, you can make a pitch to everybody.
And then the lawyers that are visiting these people, right,
Yeah.
are going, hey,
And they're all
everybody
calling each other
is-
behind the scenes too.
Right.
So yeah.
they're saying everybody else is doing this. Are you going to be the one person that these people don't get 30,000? You know.
I know. Last thing I want to chat about today was the Mr. Beast games. They ended last week. My God, dude. Holy shit.
It's really good.
Probably my favorite TV show of the last 6 months, 7 months so far. Like, you want to talk about a fucking game show, dude. And just, it's just the pores and the scrambling and what you do for money, what you wouldn't do for money, the people who made horrific decisions. And then you're on a game show at the end of the day. So, like, some people wouldn't fuck other people over. And it was just like, the whole point of being here is winning money. And the weird thing is, I know that. Everybody else knows that. But yet, I still came away with somebody that I've hated so much in reality TV that's the most hated person in reality TV for me.
The one that won?
No, the gay guy
Oh, yeah, for sure.
who fucked everybody over. And
It was a fun, modern social experiment, and it was good.
and the weird thing is, it gets down to the last two people if you haven't watched it. I'm sorry, the last six people, and they go, "Hey, you know what we're gonna do? We'll double the prize because you won $5 million, which is the largest in game show history." And he goes, "But if you flip this coin and it's heads or tails, I'll double it to 10 million." And he's like, "What do I get?" And he's like, "Well, if you get a chance to go for 10 million, or you get eliminated for the game." And I'm just watching this. It's like, not a prayer would I do that.
No.
That's dumb. One guy was just like, "Fuck, I feel lucky. Yeah, let's do it." And you're like, "You goddamn moron." And that goddamn moron got the $10 million. You know, like, he flipped it and it was like, everybody gets the $10 million. And you're like, holy fucking shit. Now, I'm not going to say who won the game. I don't think you've seen the final, right?
No, I have.
Oh, you have? Okay.
I have, yeah.
But
and it's hard to explain, so
happy-
I would say watch it.
happy for the guy who won. That was a cool story. And I thought even the Weasley guy, who made a shit ton of money, got out of there at the right time. Like, there
Yeah,
was
sure.
some smart people who made smart decisions financially. And then others who were just so dumb that you look at them and you're like, oh my God, you will never have a chance to win this kind of money the rest of your life.
Yeah, this was it.
And you're a fucking loser.
This was
So,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And it's just, I heard they picked it up for 2 more seasons, which I'm amped about. And
It's a high budget.
by the end of it,
That's
by the end of it, I
budget.
think the budget ended up being close to $30 million for 10 TV shows.
On Prime?
No.
Okay.
Amazon Prime, dude. So
Okay.
It was wild. But good for him, man. I mean, you want to talk about stepping it up, getting off YouTube and doing something cool in the universe? Like, because I'll go to Twitter after this shit and kind of see if people are locked in or not. Everybody was locked into this goddamn thing. Bob, you'll love it because you'll just scream at the television of how stupid these people are over and over and over again. I mean, it's just mind-altering how dumb people are. Because, Bob, what's your number?
For what?
To get out, just to get out of a game like that, because he would do that all throughout the thing, and anywhere from $1 to $1 million, $1 to $1 million,
To leave your wife and kids.
but just to hit a
Get out of
button
what?
and say, "Hey, I'm getting out of here," or look somebody in the eye and say, "Fuck you, I don't care that you're eliminated." What is your number?
I think I got at least $500,000.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not a bad answer. That's not a bad answer at all. I was 250, where I was like, "Cool, man, I feel good about this, and I'm going to get out of here." Jessie, though, cared about her teammates and wanted to stay in till the end.
In the
and
beginning.
would have ended up with $5.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
I'm with Jesse.
you wouldn't let the team down.
Can't let the team down.
Yeah.
So, Delco, one of the options was $1 million. All you had to do was press the button first and leave.
And you fuck
But
over
then your
everybody
whole
else.
100
team
people.
gets eliminated.
100 people get eliminated on your team.
Nah, you gotta
$1
ride.
million?
I got faith in the team.
Listen, nobody pressed it, so don't be acting like we're fucking dumb. No one pressed it.
One guy did. I won't say who it is, but one guy did. And by the way, he was such a fucking Weasley little turd. I think it was the best option. And afterwards, I ended up surprisingly liking the fucking turd guy versus everybody else. And I was like, oh shit. All right, yeah. He walked away with $1 million fucking dollars, dude. Good for him.
But most of America is going to think you're a snake. So,
well, the way he did it was kind of admirable at the end, where you're just like, oh, all right, well, shit, yeah. I don't know the answer either. So yeah, take the fucking $1 million and get out of there. So it was a nice thing, and he didn't look like a piece of shit. Now the gay guy looks like just absolute garbage trash that you would, throw into a wood chipper in about 5 seconds and watch his body parts spray all over the lawn. But everybody else, shit. That's going to haunt them for the rest of their lives. It's going to haunt their dreams for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Fireman, 62 years old, retired, could have taken care of his family, just hitting the button for $1 million. Nah, I believe in my team.
Right.
Yeah, got nothing. Walked away with $0. I don't even know if Mr. Beast gave him a Feastable. One of those chocolate
it's
bars.
hard for you to believe, but like some people want to be liked.
Yeah.
And I know that's a concept that's really beyond you.
Zero desires. Don't need to be beloved by all. Just a few,
Right.
I carve out my niche, and I like it there. I don't need to be a Liam Payne, Too soon?
What?
I don't need to be jumping off of balconies, showing my love for the audience and things like that. Like, I don't need to do it.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't need to be beloved around the world.
That's why he jumped off.
We're still not sure.
Oh, okay.
And no one knows, so we don't know that answer
That's
yet,
an
Jessie.
interesting reference.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, but no, I don't. No need to be beloved around the world.
Cool.
I'm good right here,
Cool.
right in this little seat,
Good
right
for
next to you. God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in today. All right, if you believe in that or whatever, man, some fucking spirit. I don't care. I love you. And I'm looking down the barrel saying that right now today. Go to iTunes, rate the show 5-star and leave a quick review. Also, head on over to Spotify, just a 5-star, and you can walk away. For Jessie Wiseman, a.k.a. the Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.